Hey everybody, I'm Doug, the heavy metal Harley hiker, and it's been a little while since I made a video, so I figured I'd do one today, even though I am neither on my bike, nor hiking, nor in the studio, nor outside. Anyways, I wanted to do some videos while I was on that last trip about my gear, and there were just things that kept me from it, and so I'm gonna just do one now. All right. Today I'm gonna talk about my sleeping gear. So we'll get into it. Because I have three things that I carry on most trips. This is my sleeping pad. I got a little pillow, and I've pretty much stopped using a sleeping bag unless it's very cold, and I have this blanket. I'll put links to them, in the comments later, so that you can look them over if you're interested. I'll talk about the pillow first. The brand is Cocoon. See if you can see that. Cocoon. It's really designed to be in one of the like mummy bag hoods, so that it doesn't it fits in there right and doesn't slop around or whatever, but it's actually pretty comfortable. I really like using it. It's just like about a breath and a half or so. Just and then you just, well, the valve's not closing. There we go, valve's closed. So I don't like it super inflated. I like it to have a little cushion, not be super stiff. And it's got this nice felt side on one side and this kind of sleeping bag material on the other side. Super nice. I liked it. I just love this pillow. It does really good. Sleeping pad is the Klymit insulated static V light. I'm not confident that they still make this, but if they don't, I'll put the closest thing I can find to it on there. Anyways, what I like about it is when it's deflated, it doesn't take up any more space than like your Nalgene bottle. When it's inflated, it keeps your ass off the rocks and your hip bones and your shoulders off the rocks in ways that very few sleeping pads that are designed for backpacking that I've used have accomplished. It's got a little valve here for inflating and deflating. You just you just click it over, it kind of rolls around. You click it over to where it says inflate, and then you blow air in. As I recall, it's 10 to 15 breaths, and then it's good and full. And then I've probably slept on this 100, 150 nights, maybe more, and only one time did it lose air, and I was really concerned that I had a hole in it, but I didn't, because I've probably used it 40 or 50 nights since then, and it's been fine, and held air. So in some kind of rugged places where you're basically sleeping on the rocks, I fully expected this to fail before now. And I like to put enough air in it that it's actually just as tight as I can get it. that last breath, I normally blow hard enough that it makes me a little dizzy, and it did that time. And then getting this little cap back on is a little harder than it needs to be, but it works. And now you can see it's pretty thick. It says insulated static V light. So the insulated, I think it was like an R value of like either 6 or 16. I can't remember. But when you look it up online, you'll obviously be able to see what it is. And I got it because I was expecting to be sleeping in some snowy conditions. But it worked. I mean, it's not like it's too hot in the summer or whatever. It's fine. But super comfortable, especially as sleeping pads go for sleeping outside. It's awesome. Blanket. Let's see if we can get ready. See this Rumple. You hopefully you can see it's kind of feels like sleeping bag material. I don't have the bag that this goes in anymore. I stopped using it just because it's easier just to pack this around everything else than it is to pack everything else around the bag, around the little stuff sack. It just works better. So I don't carry it in its own bag anymore. I got this, it's available at REI, probably available in a lot of other places. One night that I was sleeping with it, it got down into the mid 30s, and I got pretty cold, but you know, mid 40s and warmer, I've done pretty well with it. And if I know it's going to be colder than that, I do have a sleeping bag that I take with me, but just, you know, down here in Texas, it doesn't happen much. So this is pretty much what I use as, you know, instead of a sleeping bag anymore. I love it. It's way better than a sleeping bag. So that's it. That's my sleep gear repertoire. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.